in spite of his busy schedule, right? I know he takes calls in the nights, right? So in spite of his busy schedule, taking time out to attend this event for a valuable speech. Esteemed guests, faculty members, and fellow students, I would like to call Ms. Poshka, second year student from Software Product Engineering, to introduce our distinguished dignitaries.
Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Shashi Anand, the esteemed Vice President of KARExKalvium University. Under his dynamic leadership, the university has continued to excel, fostering a culture of innovation and intellectual growth. He has successfully propelled the institution to greater heights while building the strong foundation and legacy established by his father. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Shashi Anand sir to share his thoughts with us.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, my dear students. A very good morning to each and every one of you present here. So it's my immense pleasure to welcome you to be a part of KARExKalvium University and the KARExKalvium family. And I congratulate each and every one of you for embarking on this exciting journey for the next 4 years. So what I'd like to tell, or whenever a person comes over here, it's always pieces of advice. So bear with me for the next couple of minutes. But then, what I'd like to share, I hope would be beneficial to each and every one of you, not only in your career here inside the university, but also in your professional life going forward. So first of all, I'd like to welcome you to the university. You must have heard that in the last few weeks, the NIRF rankings, National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF 2024 rankings were released, and you are now part of a university which stood 30th in the university category, 36th in engineering, for the first time, 38th in agriculture category, 50th overall, and also in the innovation band, 11th to 50th band. So you are now part of an institution which is ranked among the top 50 in the country across various categories. So my request to each and every one of you is to utilize what the university is here to offer to you. The faculty members here, the academic leaders over here, our industry partners over here, we are all invested in ensuring each and every one of you has a successful journey inside education within the campus and also in your career going forward. That's the reason, one of the main reasons why, in partnership with Kalvium, the Work Integrated Program was launched last year with the sole aim of ensuring you have an experience of working in industry right from your undergraduate days. We don't want you to wait after 4 years, after graduation, and then get an experience or get a feel of what the industry would be like. But rather, from the second year itself, I'm sure you would have you would have interacted with your seniors who are right now interning in various companies as well. So that is the opportunities which are available, or rather which are going to be available for you from the next year or even from this year as well. So the first time when I met the people from Kalvium, they always said, sir, the opportunities are there. We are trying something new in terms of a work integrated program, but we require the students also to be a part of this journey with us. So that's why the rigorous process of selecting the students is also there. And in terms of the classes, the education also is going to be different, a little bit more, I would say, difficult, because there have been some students who have enjoyed this process and some people whom we have had to motivate in order to enjoy the process as well. So what I'm trying to say is, as long as you have the determination, as long as you have the killer instinct that yes, I'm going to achieve this goal with what I entered this program, definitely success is there for you, not only at the end of the line, but throughout your journey. And you have to utilize each and every opportunity that keeps knocking at your door in order to get the fullest extent of success in your path towards success. So a couple of things which I always would like to say, because I'm also if you don't know, I'm also a computer science graduate. So I did my undergraduation in computer science engineering. master's in computer science and PhD also in data analytics. So that is my area, and I have also interned during my undergraduate days, master's days, as well as during my PhD also as an industry project altogether. So in terms of industry academia relationship, I am also an example of what you guys would be undergoing throughout your journey as well. So first and foremost, the regular things like, definitely in terms of your communication skills, in terms of the knowledge that you're gaining, because these two things are the foundations in order for success for any person. Ensure over the next 4 years, whatever you learn, you understand the basics, you understand the concepts very well, because only then, as engineers, you'll be able to apply them for solvable problems, to give possible solutions as well. Understanding of the basics is very, very, very crucial. Do not focus on mere rote learning, or as we would say, mugging up. Mugging up has been like, during the school times, everything, yes. Even now, there are some programs or there are some subjects where that is necessary. That's a different case altogether. But remember that each and every one of you is going to be an engineer. And engineers are expected to be problem solvers. They don't want, the society doesn't expect engineers to remember what is there in the textbooks and tell it out, but rather what you have learned, how you can apply that, and in turn bring up solutions to address the problems community is facing. That is what is the role of an engineer. So in terms of applications is what is essential and is expected from each and every one of you. So be problem solvers. If now all of you would think we are all computer engineers, how can we be problem solvers? But then all of you know that right now, without technology, the world is almost nothing. Be it any domain, be it agriculture, be it medicine, be it software, be it like, industry 4.0, mechanical engineering. Is there any industry which does not have a presence of technology in it? Obviously, that's not the case right now. Technology is the backbone of each and every domain in the world. So therefore, you will be the backbone. You and your team would be developing the solutions that would be the backbone of each and every industry in the world going forward. So what you learn, how it can be implemented, how it can be made practical, that should be the thought for you from day one onwards. So in order for that, you will be undergoing a lot of projects right from the first day inside the university. Ensure you have a portfolio of all of them. So like, you would have heard of different repositories, Google Code, GitHub, many such repositories are there. Keep a portfolio of all your creations, all your work right from day one, so that at the future, if anyone wants to look at it, or rather you yourself want to look at what you have done over the past couple of years, you have a single stop place to go and look into it. The reason why I'm telling this, if you look at domains like, or rather education fields like art, architecture, most of the students, they would have a thing called a portfolio. They would have this huge book, whatever work they have done, be it in terms of drawing, be it in terms of crafts, whatever it is, they keep on adding it to the portfolio. And whenever, even now when we have people coming for interviews in the liberal arts and field science, in the fields domains, they would bring their portfolio very proudly and display it to us, saying, this is the work I have done. Now judge me, now talk to me. So that is what I expect from each and every person, or each and every person sitting here as well. Being a computer engineer, you should have your own portfolio of projects, programs that you have written over the next 4 years, or which you have written in the past as well. Ensure that you have a portfolio, or you have a GitHub, a repository, whatever is possible, so that anytime you interact with any person from the industry, all you can do is shoot them a link saying, here, this is my work so far. Look into it and see how talented I am. See the work which I have done. See what I am proud of. So these are ways in order to showcase yourself, because I'm sure having cleared multiple rounds of tests to join the program, each and every one of you is immensely talented. So utilize any opportunity to showcase your talents, to showcase your work, and that is the most important part which is expected from a student here at the university. So in order to showcase, as I told you, utilize this GitHub. Second and foremost is the most important thing is your communication. Use every opportunity to improve your communication skills. All of you over the last 12 years, you've been passing from one year to the other in terms of examinations. You pass your examinations, you come on to the next class. Pass your examinations, come on to the next class. Even in 12th standard, you wrote your exams very well, and then now you are here inside university. But then next, you're all here with the dreams of getting a good job or in terms of getting a good internship. So for those, the first couple of rounds definitely would be tests, wherein you have to write aptitude tests, verbal tests, all those coding tests. So first a couple of rounds would only be written examinations, which I'm sure all of you would be doing really well. But then the final deciding factor is the oral interview, wherein you'll have to come and talk to a person sitting live in front of you, tell them about yourself, tell them what you have learned, and most importantly, tell them how you being a part of their organization would help them. Because at the end of the day, that's what industry is looking for. How will you help them? How will your skills, how will your knowledge help them? So for that, in terms of communicating what they expect is crucial, is key. So use any opportunities, be it in terms of lectures inside the classroom, seminars, presentations, use all opportunities, develop the sense of communication to most importantly convey what you know, number one, and second, develop a confidence in yourself to come and stand before a gathering, talk about technology, talk about what you know, talk about how you are going to benefit the society and apply the learnings which you have learned. So communication, knowledge, having a portfolio of knowledge are the key essential things which I expect each and every student who were here to carry within themselves and to be successful and go forward in the journey going ahead. So secondly, what I'd also like to say is, you've seen many of your seniors, you've interacted with them, and the speakers after me, they'll be telling you about the opportunities industry is ready to offer you. So as I told, even a couple of your seniors, who have graduated last year, the highest package was secured by 3 students from computer science and engineering, or rather, for all the girls over here, 3 girls from computer science and engineering who got the highest package. Who got the highest package of 53 lakhs per annum. Yes, even in this case, girls outshine boys. Normally we hear it, we see it in the newspapers, especially at the time of 12th results, 10th results. It's always there, girls outshine boys. You've always seen that. So even last year, when it comes to placements of for KARExKalvium University, 3 girls were the ones who secured a package of 53 lakhs per annum. But that means what I'm trying to say is, opportunities are there for each and everybody. So it is up to us to make ourselves equipped to ensure we get the right opportunity and most importantly, be successful in the opportunity that is present to us. So over the next 4 years, along with your team of faculty members and industry experts, we are here to support you and most importantly, invested in you to ensure you have the success in your life going forward. The main request from each and every one of you, have the same investment from your side. Be dedicated. Definitely together, we'll ensure that you have successful internships going forward, and most importantly, achieve the aim which each and every one of you is working towards, which is getting a successful placement upon graduation when you enter the industry as well. So to all the students, welcome to KARExKalvium University. Welcome to the Kalvium Work Integrated Program. I wish each and every one of you all the success. Let us work together in order to make your dreams, the dreams of your parents and society members, become true and ensure you have a successful career within the university during your program and also upon graduation, a successful career in the industry as well. Welcome to the KARExKalvium University. I wish each and every one of you all the success in the program going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your vision and experiences. Your commitment to excellence and innovation is truly inspiring. We are grateful for your leadership and commitment to excellence. We truly appreciate your presence here, sir. Thank you so much once again. It is distinct honor to introduce Mr. Dhruv Swayamprakasam, co-founder and CEO of iClinic.com, a top global digital health platform serving 196 countries. With a background in mechanical engineering, Dhruv founded iClinic right after graduation, transforming it into a leader in the field of telemedicine. His achievements include graduating from the NASDAQ Milestone Makers program and partnering with Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center to bring world-class cancer care to India. In the, his achievements has been recognized by major publications such as Insider, Parade, etc. Let's give him a big round of applause and welcome Mr. Dhruv Swayamprakasam to give his words.
Very good morning to all of you. First of all, sir, I was really inspired by the way you spoke. Usually, what happens is, representatives of the college, when they talk, it'll be boring. But when you spoke, every word made sense. I think that's what happens when you do your undergrad and postgrad, and PhD data analytics, right? In fact, I wanted to talk about GitHub profile, which is a major, point of concern when people come for interviews at iClinic. And sir, that was a great point. And thanks for emphasizing on the communication skills. I think that's one of the most important things, right? As you start going forward in a career, that's what will make you have the edge. So yeah, before that, I wanted to start with this, but again, I was really inspired by what Sir spoke, and I going to do this. First of all, I would congratulate KARExKalvium University for having a different program. I've never seen such things anywhere. Right? I come from CEG, and I don't think university has done such things in CEG, right? And second is Kalvium, of course. Thanks for bringing such a model. Why I am saying thanks is that one of our interns, I think he spoke here, Aditya. Aditya, where are you? Yeah. So I just spoke to our CTO, and he told that you are an amazing person. So thanks for being with us. And third, I would say thanks to all of you for opting in for such a program. I think it needs real, vision to be part of this program, and you have people to support you. Since Sir told about GitHub and all those things, I probably want to tell different things here. Right? One of the key things which we want in people when they join our company, we normally never hire freshers, mainly because they are not equipped well. But here, I think yourselves and one more student from Kalvium is there with us. You are well equipped, is what I heard, and I believe most of you are the same here, right? So you have a head start compared to all other students. Mostly we take people with 2 or 3 years work experience, but this time, we have taken somebody who's much younger, and we see the same vibrancy in all of you. Right? So this head start is an advantage which you have to use it for your leverage. The leverage, I mean, you should all become entrepreneurs. That's what I want to tell you, right? So in the companies you work for, I would say be pseudo entrepreneurs. By meaning pseudo entrepreneurs, I would say when you are young and when you do something, people, even if you do mistakes, people will, kind of ignore that. They will say, okay, this guy is young and you can do that, right? And that doesn't mean that you should do the mistakes again and again, but not to repeat the mistakes is what I want to tell you. And why I say pseudo entrepreneurs is that people are looking for entrepreneurial people. You may not be, some of you may not want to be entrepreneurs, but you still can be entrepreneurial, right? So, like Sir said, engineers are problem solvers, and so are entrepreneurs, right? So, when you get to a problem, you need to get to the root of the problem and solve it. That's what makes you an engineer and also an entrepreneur. And I also want to emphasize on one more thing. At this young age, you are exposed to, you get your stipends, and that's substantial amount of money. Probably you would have made this money when we were 25 or 26. So I would say, start saving the money. This money should be your, your ally. It should be your slave. That's what I would say. Don't go and buy a house. The typical mistake what people do, like Sir said, people who have got placed with great salaries. Once they get to a good job, immediately they go buy a house or buy an expensive thing where they think they can pay through EMIs. Once you start doing that, you become a slave of that. Money is not your slave. Why I'm telling money should be a slave is that till the age of 30, I would strongly recommend all of you to, clearly focus on your career, your house, or your luxury things can. I mean, of course, you can have some indulgences, of course, but not, buy a house till the age of 30. Because when you buy a house, your career becomes, what do you call, I would say, stuck to the locality. I know people, my own, colleagues at office, once they get a great salary, what happens is they buy a house and they're largely limited to that location, right? So when we give them an opportunity to go to the US or ask them to move to a different city, we have an office in Chennai, like what Venkat and the lady here was telling, right? So they refuse to move, right? So when you're stuck with the house, you can't move. I think you may have pressure from your family. Oh, you're making money at such a young age. You start buying these things. You don't do that. And one more thing which I want to tell you, apart from all these activities, is start reading a lot out of your education, out of your work. Why I'm telling is that that's what will help you be polished, be up to the mark. Till date, I spend at least 5 hours per day reading, and it can be multiple things. I read about technology, I read about what do you call data sciences, I read about finance. That's what makes me equipped and able to have a conversation with people like you. I think just pick up reading. It's gonna really help you. And apart from GitHub, I also recommend you guys be on Twitter. Keep monitoring what's happening. Some things which people would normally miss to say is that that your LinkedIn profile alone is enough. No, LinkedIn profile, GitHub profile, and what you learn on Twitter and what you see on Reddit is really important. You'll be able to see the trends, right? With all the companies hiring you, if you come up with great solutions, they will take you to the next level immediately, right? So you can probably be, once you join the company, you will probably be on par with somebody who has a 3 or 4 year work experience. And who knows, maybe in your first year of job, you could go to other colleges for, interviewing, right, to get people on board. I would also say that, you know, you guys are far ahead than even IITians. Not kidding, not joking at all. Because you have a head start. Use it for your leverage. And in terms of reading, you still keep increasing your capability, right? And by reading, I also would say, brainstorm among yourselves. You come with ideas. You can go to Venkat, you can go to Sir, you can go to Anil. They're all there to help you. Anil, comes from a major engineering background, and he'll be able to put you on to different companies who are like creative. By the way, Team Kalvium does a great job in terms of showcasing your skills to the companies they talk to. That's something which I have personally seen. Rajesh and Venkat, their team, they spoke to my colleagues, and the way they told about all of you, right? In fact, they're doing the heavy lifting for you, right? All you have to focus on is that focus on your skill building, focus on your tech skills, focus on your GitHub profile, and ultimately, Kalasthan University and Kalvium are definitely gonna take you to the industry and make you sit before them. Right? Folks who work with you are folks who have worked for 20 years in the industry, right? In various companies you go for, and they're all they're all there only to take you to once you finish this internship, I'm sure all of you will get a job offer in the same company, and I think that's where the dream run starts. I would say, if at all you want to do your post graduation after this degree, please work for 1 or 2 years in the company where you got interns or internship or some other company, and then do your post graduation. One of the mistakes which people do is that immediately after the undergraduation they do the post graduation. I wouldn't recommend that, because when you work for 2 years, you get the perspective of what to study and what to do. That's super important. And in the age of AI, you guys may have questions. Okay, do we still have opportunity continuing? The answer is yes, right? So AI can't think like you. The benchmarks, I'm sure you guys would be seeing benchmarks of what Claude or Anthropic or Mistral is up to. How many of you follow the benchmarks of AI, Claude or Anthropic? How many of you follow that? For example, first year students, is it? Okay. So probably you'll follow that soon, and you would be amazed that it's just a what do you call a productivity enhancer. It probably help you be 100x more efficient. So and also from day one, I would recommend you to look at AI as an ally. In fact, at our office, we never fire anybody. Our team size is 200. We told them once ChatGPT came into foray, we had a town hall meeting and we told them we just wanted to be more efficient. Right? When several companies fired, we didn't do that. So I think that's what I wanted to end this conversation with. And finally, don't worry if you do mistakes. It's fine if you do mistakes. People will keep supporting you. But there's one request I have for all of you. Don't disrespect your failures. Ultimately, if you repeat your mistakes, it's going to cost you a lot. And it's also a disgrace to the failure. I think the failure teaches you lessons, right? So make sure you keep up to your learnings from failures. And how many of you come from a farming family? Good. Okay. I think it's a really a mixed crowd. Whenever in fact, when I go to colleges, different places, I have people mostly from Tamil Nadu, right? At least in PSG, I see people from Tamil Nadu. But
I put up my hand, you didn't see.
oh, sorry. So here I see I want to ask a question. How many of you are from Andhra or Tamil Nadu? I think Anil, you asked a question. I think it's a pretty diverse crowd. So yeah, all the best, guys. So looking forward to work with you, and I want to learn from all of you. You're gonna all rock. And thanks to KARExKalvium University, Kalvium, and all the eminent professors here for making this happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words and for sharing your journey with us. We are inspired by your achievements and vision. Next up, it's my privilege to introduce Mr. Anil Gulecha, the CTO and co-founder of Kalvium, an innovative undergraduate program that is redefining education. Before founding Kalvium, Mr. Anil had an impressive career at Google and HackerRank, bringing a wealth of experience to his current role. His dedication is evident not only in leading a forward-thinking organization like Kalvium, but also in his commitment to being available to students, a reflection of his dedication to empowering the next generation of tech leaders. I request all of you to join me in welcoming Mr. Anil Gulecha to give him words.
Hi students, very nice to meet you. Dignitaries on the stage, thank you for having me here. I think as Venkat was saying, we here at Kalvium will be interacting with you regularly. So there's a lot of time for us to catch up, all the things that Sir said, that Dhruv said about what it is that you need to prepare on. I hope you've started making the list, right? There was GitHub and then there was this and that. All of that will come in the coming days. You will have a structured path that will help you on all of this. Today, you're starting off your higher education. It's a 4-year journey. If you look at education, your first 10 years are breadth, right? Everyone learns everything. It's about more exploration. And then comes your 11, 12, little bit more specialized. You pick your stream, start picking some area. And then comes higher education, which is your graduation, your 4 years, where you're going to go deep into one single place. You're also approaching closer to the real world. Now, obviously, placements is one of the key ways that you enter into the real world, but there's many other ways also. Entrepreneurship is another way. Deep research is another way. Perhaps higher education is another way as well. There's various ways in which you'll graduate and go into the real world. What do people there care about? One key difference is how the past 12 years have been is probably not how that is going to be. So I thought, why not use this opportunity to call out a few stories and examples and help you reset a bit. So I'm going to, how many of you followed the recent Olympics? I hope many of you did. How many of you didn't follow? Okay, there's some students. Then let me tell you also. So I think this time India won a total of 6 medals across various categories. And including historic Olympics till today, there have been 8 medals won in boxing and wrestling by India. Out of those 8, 6 came from one place. There is a akhada in NCR region, area where wrestlers, boxers, they train. So 6 out of the 8 have come off out of that place. What do you think is the special thing happening that this one small physical location is where 75% of the medals in one area have come? If you had to make a guess, anyone? Okay, let's park that for a minute. I'm going to talk about 3 skills. I will let you survey a hand raise, right? How many of you know swimming? Okay, about 50%. How many of you know cycling? Nice, close to 100%. How many of you play cricket? Nice, okay, thank you. You'll see where I'm going with these 3 things. How is this specifically different from learning math or learning chemistry or physics? Anyone want to just yell an answer? How many of you think Virat Kohli learned cricket by reading the international rules of cricket textbooks volume 1 and 2? What did he probably do? Starting age, very early age, I'm assuming, going out there on the ground and practicing. Cycling, how many here, close to 100% of you, how many of you opened the book of cycling and read chapter 1, chapter 2, and then went and tried to drive? Or how many of you just took the cycle out and, okay, today if we'll fall, let's go. Yeah, let's take the third example, swimming, right? Which is day 1 and day 2, they teach you the floating for the people who have learned on the side, in the 3-foot side of the pool. Day 3, what do? They take you in the deep end and they just push you. And then you're flailing, and then a few days of that and you're learning swimming. This is what I want to emphasize. Out there, as you graduate into the real world, it's your skills that will matter. It has come up already by everyone that has spoken before. No, I don't know your grades in swimming. I won't know your grade in cycling. I will not know your grade in cricket. But when, say, a cricket coach comes and wants to pick someone for the Ranji Trophy or for IPL, if you have to participate in the Olympics of swimming, if you're going to go on the Tour de France in cycling, what is going to be important that time is the actual skill you have. Right? Your other learnings, etc., should have come by developing that skill. Software engineering and most higher engineering vocations, the real world things that you will do are exactly like that. And we build this program from that matter, from that approach, which is you have to just learn by doing. It will be very easy to sit and read a book on cycling, to read a book on cricket laws, but it won't actually make you a good cricketer or a cycler or a swimmer. I'm very sure, now I don't know, but I'm very sure that that akhada where 6 out of the 8 Olympic medals have come from, I guarantee you what they do is just practice morning to evening. Learn the skill by constantly boxing or wrestling in that square, day in, day out. And then learning from the mistakes and then doing it again the next day and doing that for weeks and years. And that is how they've developed that level of skill. That said, it's probably not as easy. Now, when I talked about cycling and swimming, did it ever come to your mind that learning it was tough? Like, how many of you think cycling is easy or difficult or medium? It never enters your mind to think about it that way. It's just something you learned, and now you use it. There's no point about thinking about it was easy, it was difficult. Perhaps it was. Some people picked it in 2 days. Some of you, it may have taken months to learn it. But it's immaterial now. Today, it didn't matter whether you learned in 2 days or you learned in 2 months. Today, you can cycle, and that is what is important. I want to re-emphasize computer science is like that. out there in the real world. Today, there's engineers in my team. I have no idea what their grades were, which college they come from, what specific degree they have, etc. I judge them like uh, the sir said and like Dhruv said, by the problem solving. They are in the team, they are day-to-day given problems, how well are they solving them? That is what every engineer is judged by. So you've joined a program where you'll be developing those skills day in, day out. Another example, going to a gym. There is no secret, right, to fitness. It's an open secret rather. The secret to being fit is going to the gym and working out 1 hour every day. How many of you did I reveal something to you today? Was this a secret to you? How many of you actually go to the gym, put in that effort every day? That's the hard part. The discipline, the going and walking on the treadmill, doing the arms and the legs and the thigh exercises and whatnot. So the doing it, maintaining it day in, day out. Those boxers and wrestlers who are just practicing day in, day out. Virat Kohli, when he went out there and enjoyed himself and came back fully sweating from that practice. When you learn cycling, just going again and again into the same round. It's the discipline, it's the building of the skill that is hard, or maintaining the discipline that is hard. But it's not difficult. It's not rocket science. It is not something that one cannot do. So this shift is what I will recommend. Welcome to the Kalvium program. As part of this, the whole journey will be earmarked for you. You'll be told, build this skill, build that skill. There's a schedule custom built for every student. But know that you'll be building true skill. And I thank what Dhruv said, which is the level of skill that you'll have will be higher than even the premier institutes that you know of. Nowhere in the world, forget India, nowhere in the world are students actively for extended periods of time working right from the opportunities start coming from the second year. But we have been able to do that, and you are all part of that program. So as early as you can build the skill, all of that world opens up to you. At Kalvium, we have a small motto, my effort, my outcome, right? Please take that. You put the effort, you get the outcome that your effort deserves. Welcome. I look forward to interacting with all of you in the weeks and days to come. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Anil, for your insightful and motivational words. I would also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the speakers for sharing such valuable insights with us. Your words inspired and enlightened us all. Let us all show our appreciation with a round of applause for these distinguished individuals. As we are towards the end of this event, I would like to call Ms. Rishta for a vote of thanks.
As we came to the end of the first part of this event, I would like to thank all those who made this day pleasing. I want to once again thank our dignitaries who graced us with their presence. First and foremost, I would like to thank Vice President Sir Dr. Shashi Anand, and we have co-founder of Kalvium and CTO of Kalvium, Anil Vilechar, and we also have CEO of and the founder of iClinic, Mr. Dhruv, and also we have co-founder of Kalvium, Mr. Venkat, and also we have Ms. Deepa Lakshmi Ma'am, Dean of Freshman Engineering, and we also have Mr. Rajni, Academic Director, and we also have Head of the Department, Mr. Suresh Kumar, sir, and also we have Mr. Suprakash, SPOC, sir, and I would like to express for all your support and guidance. Last but not the least, I want to thank you all the fellow students and participants who joined us today. Your enthusiasm and active participation made this event lively and memorable. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishita.
I would like to end this event by sharing another quote by the great Buddha. What we think, we become. Thank you all for making this event memorable. Thank you.